guys, my name's Synaptics, and today in this video we're going to be doing something a little new. Now, I did do somewhat of this in my old channel, but this is going to be more lighthearted videos based on like funny moments that I've had, and the series is going to be small videos with gameplay, and I'm just going to be talking, and it's just going to be called story time. Now, this is episode 1, there's just going to be episode 2, 3, 4, 5, and just any moments that I could think of in my past that are funny or, you know, whatever. But I have a very special story. This goes back to my childhood whenever I wasn't going to school and I had a babysitter, and I was around 4 or 5 maybe. And basically what happened was there's this whole couch area, and then you go down the hallway, and to the right is a big area where they have a boat, and then they have a bunch of scooters and stuff for all the kids that want to play. So all the kids were in the room with the TV watching like some cartoon, and there's like this green box that usually is filled up with like those big cardboard blocks that you use to build. It was completely empty, and the babysitter had already left to go do something and left her children in charge, which were maybe 13, 14 each. It was a girl and a guy, and I was in the room with all the scooters, and I was just riding around and all that stuff. I was on a scooter, I believe, and so what happened after that was they pulled me off of the scooter and dragged me, not necessarily, kind of like a drag. I couldn't like get away from them because I was real small, and I was kind of laughing, playing along with it, didn't know what they were doing. But then this is what's ingrained into my mind that I cannot get out of, and it's just horrible, but it's somewhat funny, I guess. So basically, they throw me in this green box, close it, and sat on it. I was stuck in that box for 45 to an hour long. I was in the box, guys. It was so close cornered. It was as if I was 4 or 5, so I was maybe like 3 or 4 feet tall, and I could barely fit in it. It was to where my feet and my hands, it was like this, and then that was it, and then my feet straight out, maybe a little bent, and then if you go up, it was up to like right there. So yeah, and they left me in there for 45 to an hour long while they were sitting on top of it, both of them, and all the children were still watching the cartoon like it was nothing. And basically what happened was that I was getting angry. I was trying to push out. I tried to kick up with my feet. I pushed them up. I have really strong legs, because I can squat almost 2 times plus a little extra my weight. So I have really strong legs. Arms are a little different. They're not as strong, but that's besides the point. Back then I wasn't that strong anyways, but my legs were stronger. So I don't know, I was able to push them up, but if I put my hand right there, it would squeeze down and squeeze my hand. So I couldn't do that. I was so frustrated, and I flipped around to my back to push up. I tried everything, and then after maybe 20 minutes, I just start bawling, okay? I'm freaking 4 to 5 years old. I am bawling, and I am just like, please let me out, please let me out, please let me out. It's so hot in there, too. It's so humid. It's literally, it's hard to breathe. So after the 45 minutes to an hour goes off, they finally let me out. I am like sweating, and I was crying, begging for someone to come pick me up. It was at that time to where my parents come to pick us up. And of course, the day that I get stuck in a box, my dad was late. He was supposed to be there in 15 minutes from when I got stuck in the box. But I got stuck in the box for an hour because of traffic, and he just decided the one day to stay later at work. Anyways, so I was crying, and I finally got to be with my dad, and I told him this, and it's like he just thought I was joking or something, and it's like he thought I was joking or something because he just blew it off, and now that I tell him about it, he's like, he doesn't remember it at all. So yeah, and this is stuck in a box for 45 minutes to 60 hours. It disrupted me mentally. You know why? It's because I was not claustrophobic before that. Now I am. See, it's inherited for some people. Some people, all it takes is to get stuck in a freaking box for like an hour. It was pisses me off to this day. So if those two people are watching, and when I turn 18 or whenever I freaking get a car, I'm gonna go over to where that's where I go, and I'm gonna ask, where are these children? Or I guess they're adults now. Okay, I'm gonna figure out their names, and when I'm comfortable with money or whatever, whenever I'm in got a job or something like that, I'm going to sue you. I'm freaking mad. I am still bitter to this day. It pisses me off because, I tried getting a box, and they locked me up and everything, and they picked me up and all that stuff. I was going insane, and I knew I could trust them to let me out. But when you get in the box, you are just, you don't think you can trust anybody. I don't know why. You just get that feeling whenever you get in the freaking box. So let me just tell you this: if anyone tries to put you in a box, you lunge yourself out. Okay, you punch them in the freaking nuts. And if they have, nothing there, then punch them in the nose, and then punch them in the nose again, and then punch them in the nose again, and then kick them in the nose because they fell down because they're freaking pussies. Anyways, guys, so yeah, that's story number 1. Kind of made me a little mad, but yeah. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Next story is probably going to be a little more lighthearted, but we'll see. Anyways, see you later. Peace out.
And darling, where do we go?